Into Father's Day weekend, we end with a thank you to the dads and the father figures out there who help guide the way in life's ordinary moments, celebrations, and in the hardest times as well. 16-year-old Eric Clark's dad, Willie, has been there every moment since Eric was paralyzed from the neck down during a high school football game. He took a long leave from work so he would not miss a single therapy session. He gives his son baths, does his hair, and changes the bedding. Elise's dad is always there with optimism and support. She was diagnosed with leukemia 2 years ago. One time when Elise was hospitalized, she wasn't eating well, so Chris made the long drive from home to bring a snow cone maker directly to her room. And Angel Martinez was scared when his hair started falling out from chemo, so his dad decided to shave his head too. And this hug happened as soon as Angel saw what his dad had done for him. So on this Father's Day weekend, we are thinking about all of these dads at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and all the fathers and father figures out there making a difference every day.